deliver. This remind me days of Toyota, push a product to dealers, checking mirrors. You can smell the odor. I ride with my niggas. Bedtime stories, little different when you down in our city. It's the only time 3 wolves ever hide from a piggy. If it is a Robin Hood, I guarantee that she go missing. Cause all we gonna do is reciprocate the things that they give us. The rich is stealing from the rich and getting poor's convicted. Starting wars, but be sure that the poor's enlisted. I know the things I say is important, y'all deem it is risky. But that's the problem, the truth should never be sought as an issue. But the facades y'all pushing result divine and pistols. A pop with his address on Insta, a Nipsey and jealous snitches. I'm guilty. Cause I be out here code switching. I be in the meetings, even peeking my own interest. Then I go back to the trap and preach with my own niggas. This ain't no lie, he showed 30,000 with my own vision. I ain't impressed. These goals we set when seats share desks. So we hit them, now we walking in our own buildings. We get some sneakers, man, I'm out here trying to own rentals. I mean, y'all niggas can rap, I'm like that at home rentals. Only they can get a verse in album mode, I be so distant. I'm only saying, stop playing with me. You praying with me, you're praying with me. The A and the E is for amen or E.
Season 5, man.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Yeah, sure.
You got a response? What's up?
You know, I'm gonna say something about some women. Like, that's nothing to do. Wait,
Welcome to season 5 of Living Single with Dan and Danny. As always, I am Danny, and in front of me is Dan, man. How you doing, man?
Oh well, man. Don't date me.
No. Gotta say pause right there.
Please, man. I'm doing well, though. How are you?
I'm blessed, man. I can't complain at all, man.
2021.
2021, we made it, man. That's a blessing. That's a blessing in itself. Today we joined by illustrious guests. Would you do the pleasure of introducing yourself, man?
My name is Ali. I'm 1/3 of this camp we call Village Minded. Owner of Village Minded Music. Yeah.
You got a fun fact about yourself?
A fun fact about myself. A fun fact about myself. If I watch a show, I actually got this from my pops. If I watch a show, like say The Wire.
Classic.
Yeah, I ain't seen it all the way through though.
What?
I ain't seen it all the way
Let
through.
him finish.
The reason why I ain't seen it all the way through, because I know somebody snitch at the end.
It's throughout, really.
Yeah,
not really.
I was watching the show Sons of Anarchy, and Sons of Anarchy, it was the toughest thing to watch, bro, because everybody was snitching. Ghost, Power.
I was just watching this talking about snitching today.
That joint is tough.
Yeah.
That joint tough. I got that from my pops though. Like he was like, man, if it's a show, I can't watch it. I can't watch it if it got the snitching in it. They would just take this stuff too serious. Like
That's gonna be any crime show, especially if it's about some gangster stuff. Like it's gonna have some sort of informant in there in some way, shape, or form, or fashion.
I mean, I feel like it's a reflection of reality because most people don't want to go to jail. So most people, even the hardest of the hard, once they get in that room.
Some Pharrell y'all seen that Pharrell jump on Dream Camp?
Yeah.
He just said it. Y'all seen I don't even really know that dude Pop Hunter.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
That on TikTok. But they said he this is completely random, by the way.
Very random.
I'm gonna show you how much I'm on the internet. So Lil Uzi remixed a song that went viral on TikTok. Found out Pop Hunter snitched when he was 14. And then
come on, he's 14.
And then take my verse off.
So he said take it off. And then but the only thing about that is
I respect it. Just my bad.
I know. I would if it from anybody else.
Yeah,
to me,
sure,
I don't know Uzi to be from the streets. So
He's
why
from Philly, man.
He is, but from what I seen from when he was coming up when he started, like he didn't portray that like that. It didn't seem like he was from there. Like I'm from Fayetteville, but I know everybody from Fayetteville from the streets. I grew up in the hood, so that's the only thing about it. Like about me saying, I ain't gonna say I don't respect it, but like. Don't take my verse off. Like, you're doing that for your image, for your rep, and I get it. But don't sit there saying, like, you were 14, you was in the streets, and I don't think he was there.
What was a crime, though?
I don't know. Good question. I think
we need context.
So, I don't know that I'm definitely not getting in the ins and outs.
Yeah.
The reason I respect it is because Uzi ain't make no big thing about it. The internet made
this is true.
About it. Like, Uzi just texted him.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, you're going to have to take my verse off. I ain't respect what you did. I'm not in the street. Do I move by some street principles?
Of course.
Yes, of course. Do I got some dudes that's in the street? Yes, of course. But I know if that was me and I had a verse up there, probably would have did the same thing. And that's and then you gotta figure out where you draw the line at. Like if you if you draw the line and say that ain't my business, I'ma still get an 8 million hit on TikTok.
Facts.
But and then you gotta draw the line and say what's my integrity, what is it worth to you?
Yeah.
And then that's just your name at the end of the day. So
yeah.
it makes sense to me.
Integrity and all that stuff.
So it makes sense to me.
But the fun fact is, no snitching.
Yeah,
That's tough. So what you be binging?
I really do watch the Snowfall. Snowfall ain't nobody snitched yet. Even though I digress, they did the Mexican snitch, but that's neither here nor there. But the is it
if the main character snitch or anybody?
Oh yeah, bro.
Okay, so if the main character, you should be good for some show.
Yeah, main character.
But if it's anybody, you got to lock on a.
Yeah, but Snowfall. I watched what's the joint on HBO? Lovecraft.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was hard for me to get into, but I got into it after a couple episodes.
Yeah, that joint stuff.
I'm gonna put you on somebody when we get there.
Don't hood for sure.
So back to the music. You're a full-time artist, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you draw inspiration from? Is it family? Is it people around you? Is it your environment? Like, tell us about
all of those.
Okay.
Like it's when I make music, it's different, man. Like the album y'all was just listening to, Storytime. When I made that, it was I didn't make it on purpose. Like I was just writing for like 2 years straight, and I realized that all of those songs were stories. And I got a song up there called My Cousin Part 1. Got a song up there called My Cousin Part 2. That's my cousin was really going in and out of prison, and I was just telling the story of it, but I did it from his point of view. So I get inspired by, like you said, family. A lot of the times I take the conversations that I have with my family, or I take whoever I felt said that meaningful thing that sparked the song, and I say it in the song, in the God joint, the song God. I said at the start of the song, "Peace to my brother Lil." That before I spilled, that was giving the acknowledgement to my brother Lil. He was the reason that I even wrote the verse. You feel me? So,
wow. Okay.
I do get inspired by family, whoever I'm around, whatever's going on at the time. If we say anything on this podcast that I felt like gonna spark a song, you probably gonna hear it in the next song. So anything that I say, it really got that meaning behind it.
That's dope.
That's dope. Music mirroring life. I think that's very important when you talk about things that are timeless, things that are relatable, and things that are genuine to you and that you can feel good about. Not you, but like people in general. Like us with this podcast, we've had our shows where, we might have joked too much. We had a show where we maybe been serious too much or right in the middle, but whatever it was, we was always genuine about it. So no matter if it had 100 likes or 10 likes, we cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we was us at the end of the day. Yeah. And there's so many people in the world, like you can't dictate that all of them are pleased or happy with your product.
Yeah.
So all you can do is put your best foot forward, and those who want to rock with it, gonna rock with it. Then you say, something real gonna relate. And what I take from that is somebody who's genuine and real gonna relate to you being genuine and real.
Yeah. They always rock with that, man. Like you said, if I got 1,500 followers on Instagram, but you wouldn't have guessed that based off of the support that we get. Like a lot of the stuff that we did it without no social media push. Like I'm a full-time artist with no social media push. I mean, we doing it through social media, of course.
Right.
But we make our bread because people really rock with us.
So tell us a little bit about that, because I feel like that's a lane, or not a lane, but a path that I'm seeing a lot of artists take now. The Nipsey path, wanting to be independent, on your own, market yourself, promote yourself. Because with the internet, I mean, that's really
for sure.
that gives you that ability. But tell us about what inspired that, and how has that journey been, just being a independent label owner?
Yeah, it's and we did that again. We did this stuff on I ain't saying this on accident, but we just so happened to be moving that way already.
Yeah.
Like I moved around with my pops. I met him when I was 13. So I was moving around with him from then on and there. Like anytime that I was with him, anytime I was with him, we was out rapping with other dudes. I was battling other dudes.
So your dad's a rapper?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a poet. Now he don't rap, but he's a full-time speaker. That's one of the best speakers I've ever heard. But y'all know who Derek Grace is?
Yeah.
He was just teaching a class with Derek Grace.
That's dope.
So
okay.
Yeah, that was the reason that I was really moving, and why I started taking it serious. I was moving around with him, and from there I just built and established a name for myself. So anytime that I was really in clubs at like 17, 18 years old, and I ain't got no reason to be there, but that the older people rock with my music.
Yeah.
Older people also spend money.
Yeah,
so,
true. They got the money to spend.
So I was in clubs that was like 30 plus. And at 20 years old, at 21 years old, so anytime we decided to drop a product, I ain't have no problem selling. But as far as taking that route, we didn't say this is the thing that we're gonna do.
It just happened.
And then when it happened, we said we're just gonna name this Village Minded Music. And then when we from now it took place because we're doing so much stuff now. Like people are just now seeing it. My pops is the forefront of this whole thing because people see him more.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the eye right now. He's the and everybody gonna have their turn, and we understand that. You feel me? So everybody got their own lane. The other third of it is he's a chef, so he meal prep like he got a body like a dude off Spartan. Like he's one of them guys. So we just got our own lane, man. And when we realized that, we just capitalized on it.
Where y'all based at or from?
I'm from Vanceboro, small town city with big city dreams. Got one stoplight.
That's in North Carolina?
Yeah. It's
okay.
North Carolina. Yeah,
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
I think I had one.
You're gonna find that on the map. It's New Bern. You know where New Bern is at?
I think I know.
I don't know what that's at.
Yeah. I think I know where New Bern is at.
It's if you're close to the beach. If you go to the beach, New Bern is like 40 minutes from the beach, and Vanceboro is like 15 minutes from New Bern. So yeah. Yeah, you definitely rode through.
Didn't even know. What's out? Yeah, what is out like here? I'm telling you where I'm going.
You blinked through it, I promise you. But yeah, I'm from Vanceboro. My pops is from South Carolina. And this ain't no. When I say my pops, I gotta say this every time. I ain't disrespecting my real father. My real father I lived with. He raised me the whole nine. Like he's a part of the reason I am where I am today. So I ain't disrespecting my real dad. Mm-hmm. But I say my pops. I'm talking about like so.
I was about to ask you that. Like you say you met your dad at 13. Like what made you make that distinction between your biological father and you said his name was Life?
Yeah, I call him my godological father.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, so what made you make that distinction, especially at 13?
Yeah, for sure. So I was, like I said, I was raised with both parents in the crib. Like I ain't this ain't saying that I grew up crazy. I didn't. Like I was raised with both parents in the crib. However, both of my parents worked. My dad owned his own business washing cars, and my mother worked at a nursing home. And then when I was 13, I was still I wasn't like living with my grandmother, but my parents worked all the time. Yeah. So I was able to move around kind of how I wanted to at my grandma's house. But
right. Like I used to take my grandma car all the time. Drive.
Come on, man. So I was at my grandma's house, and my grandma lived on this street called the Mile Road. Like the road is really 1 mile, but lived on the Mile Road, and my cousin stayed on that road. So my cousins used to come over there and open up a new world to me. What it was when I was on Piney Neck Road. Mm-hmm. Piney Neck Road was nothing like the Mile Road. So
you get the picture. He painted
the Mile Road, man, is where a lot of the stuff that you hear in the music took place. But I met my dad. I met my pops at 13 from because of that. My dad was getting recognized. That's crazy. That is crazy. I'm just not thinking about that. My dad was getting recognized. My dad was getting recognized. Like around the community in New Bern for what he was doing. Like he would do a bunch of fundraisers for people, and he was getting recognized for that in New Bern. And so when he did that, they had like this big function, the whole nine, and Life had to speak there. He had to do a poem there or something. And when he did that, my brother was there. I was like, yo, this nigga is spit. Like, so at 13, I was like, yo, I told my brother, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna talk to him. And after the joint was over, Life, I walked up to him. I was like, yo, I can do that too. He was like, well, what do you do? And I was like, I do that. I do that.
Yeah.
And he was like, I bet. Well, come. I got the show next week. Man, come to the show and see what you got. And he ain't never hear me. He ain't hear me spit or nothing. I ain't never spit for him at that time or nothing. And I came to the show the next week. He took a chance. He put a good person in front of me, and he put a good person behind me, just so if I did mess up,
right,
it was going to equal out, balance out. And I'm the youngest person there. I'm 13 years old.
So you went there, right?
Yeah. Okay. And that whole week, I was like peeing on myself. I was scared. I was scared, bro. So I went there. I rapped, did my thing, and he was like, "Yo, anybody can do it once. Go up there, do it again." He said, "The first time I hoped." He said this to me to this day. Anytime I rap, he'd be like, "The first time I hoped anybody can do it one time." And then I went there, and that's when I was doing poetry then, and I was trying to make it sound flowery and poetry like still fire. He was like, "Do it again." And then when I did it again, he was like, "Oh, you really rap." So it took off from there. Like he taught me how to rap on beats. I couldn't rap on a beat. Like I was starting. But he taught me how to rap on beats, taught me to structure songs, how to write hooks, and then it kind of just turned into like affectionately he's my father. So yeah.
What gave you the confidence to walk up to him and speak to him? Not only speak to him, but like put yourself out there and say, I can do that. And the reason why I ask, whether it's music, parties, professional functions, a lot of people don't like to network or feel comfortable networking. But you just at 13, you just put your feet forward. And I mean, was it just because you were young and you didn't know better, or just
that was divine? Because I don't like to talk to people.
Yes. Okay.
Oh man, like I don't.
So
when I was talking to him, I was probably talking to him. Like it was, I don't like to talk to people first, but that joint just moved me, man. Like when I heard him spit, I was like, I gotta talk to him. And then it kind of turned into a mentorship thing. But yeah, I know even now, like I just get in the way of myself because I don't want to make it seem like I'm that dude that's I got my mixtape. I ain't never been that guy. If I ain't about to beg you to do nothing, but that's also a pride thing. Like I always say pride will be the downfall of man. So if I can get out of people could get out of the way of themselves, you probably some people you ain't gotta have that's how imagine if I didn't have a father. Yeah.
Facts.
Probably. If I ain't say nothing, I probably just would have missed out on the father figure. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, and that go for people. It don't gotta be networking. It can be a relationship in general. You just not being able to step forward and say I wanna talk to you. So
that's crazy. I think the importance of a mentor is underrated in our community.
Yeah.
We had an episode where we were talking about just talents and stuff like that. And I know for me, like I was big on sports, like, but I didn't have nobody to push me in it. You just like go outside and play, and I played. Had like my father been, he wasn't out. He was like working all the time.
Yeah.
When I was at school, he was home asleep. When I was home, he was working. I didn't see him. I literally did not see him. So if I had him around, like to sort of be like, okay, go outside and dribble the ball this long, or even drums. Like I played drums, like stick with it. Like if I had somebody to push me, like I'm assuming your mentor did, your father did, like I think my life would have been different. Not say better or for worse, but just having somebody in your corner to help guide you because you're a kid and you're young. You don't have no direction. You're just running around. Like so I think that's big in the upcoming generation. Like if we can make sure we help and guide them in the way we weren't guided, then it would have a huge impact.
Yeah, like mentorship important. I mean, it happened in all facets of life. Like if you think about it in the street, like a dope boy is gonna be the best mentor ever.
Yeah,
he's gonna teach you everything you need to know. But even my real father, like he taught me how I knew how to run a business from my real father. I knew how my dad sold everything. Like if you needed Pampers, that nigga had it. He sold body oils. He sold clothes. Like my pops was a hustler all the way around. He never sold dope. So and people thought to the point they thought he sold dope. Like, and then he started washing cars. People still thought that. But I was selling body oils when I was in 3rd grade. So I was taking whatever my pops didn't sell. I used to go to the cabinet, put them joints in my bag, go to the school and sell them to the teachers. So
that's smart.
I
was broke. That ain't work for me, man.
I used to give it to the students. That's crazy. I used to give it to the students. I remember I gave this oil. The oil was called Blue Jeans.
Dad, you remember that?
Yeah, my dad.
I got these blue jeans,
well,
man.
My dad used to do the craziest stuff, man. He would take like the real oils and like mix them together and put a name on it. Like, I made that. So,
lemon pepper.
Yeah.
Man, I sold this oil called Blue Jeans to this. I didn't sell it. I gave it to this girl named Dominique. And Dominique aunt was like that girl in the city. Like her aunt was bad, bro. She was just that girl in the city. And I was like, yeah, make sure your aunt smell this. You feel me? And I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, man. She came back with like $5 the next day. Man, you think I ain't buy no cookies with that $5?
Right.
There you go,
so,
man.
Yeah, man.
What a crunch,
my
man.
dad taught me how to hustle, bro. So and you just learn mentorship through different, or you just get mentorship through different people and whatever you looking to do in life. So that joint is definitely necessary.
So your dad does support the music and
Yeah. Like it was weird growing up because my dad was like, so what you gonna do? I worked with my dad too. Like when he was washing cars, I was 4 years old. I was out there with my dad washing cars. So when he was out there, I was still with him. But he, I think he had like aspired for me to take over that business.
Yeah.
And at the time, as a kid, I was like, of course, Dad.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
Yeah, and I love basketball, the whole nine. My dad supported it. But when it came to that, I think he like really wanted me to take over the business. I just told him, I was like, man, I'm gonna buy you a car wash. Like and when I got to a certain age, like I started making money doing other stuff. I was like, man, I'm gonna just buy you a car wash. I'm not about to be out here washing.
Yeah.
Man, no one knows. I was really good at it. Like I was really good. My dad been washing cars for 20 years, but I was good at it, man. But I was just like, I don't want to do that. And I told him I wanted to do music. But when he knew that I was taking it serious, he kind of respected it more. I thought he would respect it like firsthand when I said I was going to do it. But when he saw me selling the album, like I was selling the album and helping my dad wash cars for like a year. And my dad actually had got a car wash in Vansboro. People was pulling up to the car wash to like cop the album. They didn't even get their car wash.
He was like,
nigga don't even, what is you doing? I was like, man, I was, like I had wads of cash in my pocket. The joint was crazy, man. Like people was pulling up to buy the album. But I think then is when he started respecting it. When he saw that I was making the bread.
Yeah.
And not saying that money was the issue, but he didn't. I don't think he understood that I can do this without being famous. I'm like hood famous, but I can do this without being famous.
It ain't real until somebody pay you for it.
That's a fact.
About how old were you when that happened? Like people pulling up.
I was in college then. I was in my freshman year. I was like 18, 19.
So speaking of that, you in what school did you go to?
First, I went to Elizabeth City, and then I transferred to ECU. That was like the worst decision I made.
Transfer or being at ECU?
Transferring was like the worst decision, man. Like I ain't gonna say it was the worst decision because everything is everything. But I hated it at first. Like that joint it was like a culture shock. But I left Elizabeth City because of like the organization at Elizabeth City. But the school as itself, I loved it. I loved the people around it. But that joint was they was just like playing with my credits.
Yeah.
If it was up in Elizabeth City, I would have still been in school right now, undergrad. Like that joint was different. But I moved to ECU, so I can just go ahead and get it open.
Cause I was just about to ask, like with that, especially with you being in college, you finally making your money. How was the journey in just being a young black male, like dating or parties and all that, and how did that coincide with music? If it did, like, did you take a break? Did you date girls that supported dates and say, "Oh, this guy's just another rapper"? Like, how did that stuff?
Yo, that's a good question, bro. Like that's cool out, man. That's a good question, man. Like when I got to school my freshman year, like people knew that I rapped, but they didn't know that I
seriously.
Yeah. So until because I ain't put myself out there. My dude Will, I call him Will Maddock, aka Willie Wise Words. He like an A&R for me now. It's crazy, but he supported it that much. Like he heard me spit, he supported it that much. But I did the radio when I was at Elizabeth City. I did radio there, and people knew me from that. And then I started doing like the student body meetings. I rapped there, and then the way it started was Will did this thing called Midnight Poetry, and he would get me to come out. He got me to come out like finally after he asked me like 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I this is how much I didn't care. I came out there in like a white beater.
Look at it, Morty. Man, I'll go do this.
Man, I came out there in a tank top, man. Some gym shorts, had slides on. I spit and left. And I knew that joint hit when this chick asked me. She was like, I could walk to where I was from. I walked there. She asked me, she was like, you need to ride back? I'm like, shorty, I stay right there.
Yeah.
But that's when I knew that joint hit.
Right.
But that's when I knew that joint hit. And as far as dating, like I really want no party dude. I hate it. I don't like being around people in general. Like as far as a lot of people doing the parties, I don't like that. That's just ain't my style. But a lot of people rock with me because I was the quiet guy. I was the quiet guy that could rap, and I guess it like interested people in general. But I didn't. I really want that social dude. And when people realized that, it was like it clicked something for them to say, yo, I'm gonna ask him about him anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he did hear me, they like, yo, he rapping like that, but when he get off, he don't say nothing. He don't say nothing to nobody. So when it came socially and like in relationships, the relationships was different because I was getting attention that I ain't want.
Facts,
like, yeah. To the point I was like getting accused of shit that I won't. I really won't.
Happens to all of us, brother.
Facts,
yeah,
facts.
I'm not saying that I'm definitely not saying that I was innocent.
Yeah.
However, innocent to proven guilty.
Happens to all of us, brother.
But a lot of stuff that people thought that I was doing, or I really won't, man. It was just like I guess like a rapper got a stigma attached to it, and that always like stifled relationships. So that's always different.
But they did support what you were trying to do. It wasn't no shade or nothing.
I didn't really have I had a relationship when I was going back and forth between, and I was in Elizabeth City. I was going back and forth at home. I was with somebody then. Okay. And when I was with somebody then, I was like, I was messing. I had a girl that I was at school. Like, I was at school.
Yeah, your home girl. Your school girl.
So
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
When I met the girl at school.
Very exciting.
When I met the girl at school, she was like super supportive of it. And until she saw that it took away from the attention. You feel me? So
they don't want that.
So that's she was supportive to an extent. So it was different, man. But for the most part, people supported it to an extent.
Yeah.
But I think now if you get somebody that's gonna help you do it,
yeah,
versus supporting it, I think supporting and helping is two different things.
Facts.
Like you getting somebody that's gonna say, I'm gonna book this for you. You can do this. Cough. You can do this, and you just gotta show up.
Yeah,
like that's the biggest thing, man. That's what's crazy. So when you get somebody that's gonna ride for you, tell you to, and just let you know what's helping and what's supporting you, drawing that line, knowing the difference. That's when you got somebody.
Your woman gonna be the most honest.
That's a fact. Man.
She gonna be the most honest. She gonna say, look, babe, I don't think you should do it this way. Nah, that's trash. Like, all right, this is good. Add this.
Yeah, you really gonna not like it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks at a time, you're not gonna like it.
But I think, but to draw the distinction, a good woman.
That's why I said good woman.
I think the difference is there's some women, and I think that's how you can get over a hump if you're a creator of some sort. When they think outside themselves, like selfishly, they may want you to stay at the crib or do X, Y, Z or not do X, Y, Z. But even if they don't, quote unquote, help you, long as they aren't harming you in your journey to it. Because my girl don't know much about podcasts, so there's not much she can do to help. But every now and then she said, hey, what about this? What about this back there? Y'all should do this, y'all. That's cool. I might not agree or listen to all of it, but shoot, the fact that she's invested or interested in it, that's what's important to me. And she's not looking at it like, Dad, he about to be going for 2 hours, I ain't gonna talk to him, whatever the case may be. So I think that's the distinction between a good woman and the self one, like, how long you gonna be? Or hurry up, or whatever the case may be.
Right. Facts. I agree with that. Before we wrap it up, I want to take you to a place With this final question. No, nigga.
That's gonna sound like the beginning of a Common album.
Exactly.
Outside of music, who are you?
It's a good.
You know, I you know, you feel me? You feel me? Ride the escalator to the top level. You feel me? We ain't surface around here.
Outside of music, who am I? I don't want to be cliche.
I should ask that.
Outside of music, who am I? I'm the same dude. Like I'm the same dude.
Art reflects life.
I think the thing that people don't see is like I'm super goofy. Like a lot of people, y'all probably gonna see me smile the most when I'm doing this. And a lot of people think that I posted something on in IG one time and they was like, "Yo, you smiling?" Nigga, I got teeth.
Yeah.
What you think? So I'm a lot of people don't know that I really do got a sense of humor. I'm super goofy, but outside of that, I'm the same dude, man. Like I don't anything that you hear in the music, you can pick apart my life through that music. So I don't like I said, I don't just write for recreational purposes. This is therapeutic for me. So outside of myself, outside of this, me. That's a fact.
I like that answer.
Y'all with man, y'all dudes is on it.
You got anything else you want to say before we
Nah, that I mean, shoot, that was my question. Like, what's your? Do you have any other passions outside of music that make you who you are?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
that a question it is.
All right, we answer that. That was fly too. But no, I love clothes. Like, and I feel like we unless you like J. Cole or something, like J. Cole, I don't know if y'all heard that skit on his like he looked like his phone of 1% or something like that. Yeah. He look like he need to charge it, but J. Cole can get away with that because that's his fly. But I grew up where we used to compete. Like you went to school and you was bummy on. We had days to get fly. Like you was bummy on Thursday, you was getting clowned, right? So I think clothes is a big part of it. Like I wear my own brand. The ELG joint y'all see all the time.
Okay.
So I wear my own brand, but we wear it in a way that ain't corny. We wear it in a way that's still gonna be fly at the end of the day. But clothes, definitely, and you'll see us in the community a lot. Like we do a lot of stuff in the community. Like education. I teach creative writing. I teach creative writing to like every grade really. I teach creative writing. So everything. Clothes, education. We really got our hands on a lot of stuff, though. But yeah.
Okay. Do you have any events coming up that you for the community?
Or
shout out.
We got an EP coming out.
Okay.
We looking for January 24th. Okay. We dropping a concert, like a virtual concert. I'm gonna send y'all the one we did before that. But we did a virtual concert in August. Okay. So we dropping another one.
Is that the one on August 7th?
Yeah.
Do more research.
Shut here, man. Come on.
No, for fact, I'm a Leo too. It's my birthday, actually. So you know,
okay. Y'all doing jobs here, man. Your birthday July 24th?
Mine August 7th.
Oh, facts. August 7th is your birthday. Facts.
Yeah,
indubitably. That's crazy. Yeah. But he said you thought you was gonna ask a good question. I got the same birthday.
I got so many touches I needed, y'all.
But the concert and the EP, that's on the way. Okay. All of that's January 24th.
Okay, you want to drop your social handles, all that, where people can follow, where people can listen?
It's _Just Ali. That's ITS_Just Ali. I hope you can spell. It's really simple. ITS_Just Ali. It's the same thing on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. So
okay, YouTube or anything, or just IG?
Nah. Okay. We get into YouTube ASAP Rocky though, because we dropped too much stuff to not have a YouTube.
Okay, so that's cool. And you did have a previous EP.
Yeah, I had the album that came out last year. Well, damn, it's 2021 now. So 2019 the album came out. So we dropping EPs this whole year. The EPs is called Something to Hold You Over. But it's gonna be different volumes. So the volume
that's dope. I like that.
Volume 1 is the Bumblebee effect. Hence why you see this on me now. So we dropping them joints quarterly every year with a concert. So
that's dope, man. Yeah. I'm looking out to it, man.
Yeah. Keep us tuned in. We definitely share it. We support it. Appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.